One thing's for certain with Arsenal, they have got a world-class player in Bukayo Saka. Take my hat off, take my agenda away. This kid, this guy, this player genuinely at times is world class. And today, a goal and an assist. And Havertz as well was very good. I don't think collectively it was Arsenal's strongest performance, but a clean sheet, 3 points and 2 goals. You can't really ask for more from a Premier League game. Make sure you get down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. The road to 20,000 subscribers is well and truly on. And I've said it for a number of weeks. I do think Arsenal win the league. And one of their things that is so strong, which 99% of teams in Europe don't have, is a world-class backline. We're going to get into that. 92% of everyone who's watched the channel this month is not subscribed. We are closing down on 20,000 subscribers, 150 away. So let me know your thoughts down below. We're going to start with Arsenal's lineup. I thought we may see Calafiori today starting. I thought we may see him come into the 11. But Arsenal started with their 11, which in the last couple of years has been pretty much their go-to. Zinchenko was very good in pre-season. He got a start today. And the other three practically picked themselves now. Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White, David Raya today. Couple of good saves. Odegaard, Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, Saka, Havertz, and Gabriel Martinelli. And I think for portions of this game, I think Wolves gave a much better performance than I think people were expecting. Of course, Arsenal went in at halftime at 1-0. The Arsenal kind of sustained a spell of pressure in kind of the first 10, 15 minutes. Then Wolves kind of started to get a little bit more possession and try to grow back into the game. And then Kai Havertz, who I've actually predicted to be in the top 3 for the Golden Boot this year. Of course, Arsenal strike first. Havertz obviously put Arsenal in front. Saka sets up typically a teasing cross from the right-hand side. And then that man, once again, another header, another goal. And it's, I think, what we're going to see a lot this season. Kai Havertz getting some space in and around the box and doing what he's done a lot of last season, which is be a menace in the box, a fox in the box, and he makes it 1-0. And ever since then, I kind of feel like watching Arsenal the last season is when they get a goal, I don't really ever think they're going to lose the game. When I watch Spurs, I think that at times we never really look in complete control of football matches in terms from keeping the opposition out. When I watch Arsenal, it's night and day. They look very, very composed. And that back line is one of the reasons. Gabriel and Saliba, for me, the best centre-back pairing in the Premier League. I think once they went a goal up, it kind of just sets every Arsenal fan at ease because you know how strong they really are. After that, a free kick from around 20 yards, David Raya stretched his glove out, saved it. And then Raya saved again about 5 minutes later. And then other than that, I don't really think Raya had to do, too much. One thing that this Arsenal team are great at is nullifying you from getting shots on target. Wolves had 9 shots, but only 3 on target. Arsenal had 18 shots, 6 on target. You go into halftime, I thought maybe Arteta, he could make some substitutions. He didn't. Around the hour mark, I thought that's when you might see a Gabriel Jesus or maybe a Timber, but towards the end of the second half, Arsenal obviously made changes. One thing that's for certain this season is Arsenal will be strong defensively. But if you look at that bench, the amount of defensive options that Arsenal have to bring on, you've got Ricardo Calafiori and Jurrien Timber. I don't really think you could ask for much more in terms of fullbacks. It's a very strong attacking bench as well. You've got Leandro Trossard who come on. You've got Gabriel Jesus, Jorginho for the control. Wolves' team was interesting because I thought Strand Larsen would be more of a threat. Obviously, we know Hwang's threat from the right-hand side. One of Wolves' best players last season. A different back four to what we're used to seeing at times. That double pivot of Gomez and Lamina caused a lot of teams problems last season. But the one question mark I have is on Arsenal is Gabriel Martinelli, because we saw a couple of seasons ago him get around 15 goals and look very, very, very strong. Last season didn't have his strongest of seasons by any stretch of the imagination. And I think now that we, in my opinion, need to see more from Gabriel Martinelli. You know, at times I don't think his decision making was the best today. I think that's not me being negative on, because I'm looking at it from a rival fan. I'm looking at this genuinely. I don't think his decision making at times was the best. He did play the full 90, however. And in the second half, of course, you know, Bukayo Saka doing what he does best in an Arsenal shirt, and that is put the ball in the back of the net. Havertz repays the favour. It was kind of a quick free kick. You know, they extend their advantage. Saka receives the ball and, you know, then cuts in. And I thought when he cuts in, he's going to whip it fast stick. That's what we've seen from the likes of Saka, the likes of Riyad Mahrez, Mohamed Salah, these kind of right wingers that cut in on that left foot, and he hit it near post. And then after that, I never really thought Wolves were really going to get back in the game. You know, Arsenal made a few substitutions. The likes of Gabriel Jesus come on, the likes of Timber come on. And I think it was, you know, obviously the game was made a lot safer from Bukayo Saka's strike. Arsenal picked up the 3 points, which is the most important thing. All eyes will be on tomorrow. Chelsea versus Manchester City. Arsenal currently sit second in the league. Of course, Brighton won today 3-0, so they will go top. I don't really think you can ask for much more in terms of a performance today from Arsenal. I said it on my TikTok video. I don't think it's the most clinical display from Arsenal. I don't think it's the most ruthless display in front of goal, but the most important thing is to get 3 points. The most important thing is to get that goal difference up and keep that clean sheet. And I think going into it now, that Arsenal will be looking at next weekend with big eyes on that. A place last season where Arsenal did not pick up any points, didn't score a goal. Last year they lost to Aston Villa. And when you look at their next 3 away games, for me, could actually, dare I say it, describe and essentially we could see Arsenal's Premier League title race either go into oblivion or crash out, because their first 3 away games are Aston Villa, a team which they lost home and away last season and didn't score a goal. And at Villa Park, they were not very good at all, to be honest. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which will be Tottenham's second home game, and which is just after the international break. Now, form goes out of the window for that game. People say that's going to be very, 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 for me, I don't even want to predict that game. And then, of course, the second game after the international break, which is going to be the big one, which is Manchester City against Arsenal. That is if they can get through those 3 away games without taking any defeats and maybe picking up 2 wins, I think every Arsenal fan would take a win at City, a draw at City and a win at Villa Park and a win at Spurs. I think every Arsenal, I mean, personally, I don't think they'll beat us at our ground at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I think Arsenal will come up short, but I'm going to leave my prediction for that later on, you know, kind of towards the end of the month, going into the start of September. But look, it's 3 points for Arsenal. It's a clean sheet. Some good standout performances today from Havertz and Saka. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen for the remainder of the season. Like I said, all eyes will be on tomorrow. Manchester City away to Chelsea, which is a mouth-watering match. Of course, Manchester City are without Rodri, so I actually fancy Chelsea to get a win. I said in my predictions, I predicted this game Arsenal 4, Wolves 0. I got the right team. I didn't think Wolves would score, but I thought Arsenal would be a little bit stronger in front of goal. And I predicted tomorrow Chelsea 2, City 1. I think it's going to be an upset. Man City did not win a single game last season without Rodri. So let me know your thoughts. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel. and I will see you all soon. Thank you all for watching.